Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Libraries are a cornucopia of knowledge, but now one library is filling its shelves in a whole new way with beans, lettuce, tomatoes, and even more with the Seed Library.
That's right. Annie Behringer joins us now from the W.J. Niederkorn Library in Port Washington to let us know exactly what a Seed Library is and how we can participate. Good to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
This is exciting. This is brand new, right? Is this something that have you done this before?
No, well, this will be our second year.
Okay.
And actually, it's been across the country for a few years now. La Crosse was actually the first one to start in Wisconsin, and now there's about a dozen or so different ones.
I have never heard of this before. And there's so many things you can get at the library that people maybe aren't aware of. Everything from magazines, of course you can get audiobooks, you can get movies, you can get lots of fun stuff, use computers. Never heard of the fact that you could get seeds at a library. So how does it work? Do people check them out?
They do. They come and check them out. We kind of keep an eye on what's being taken and what's more popular, and then they can return them too. At the end of the season, we have classes on how to save seeds, and then they can donate them back to the library. So
what is popular usually?
Tomatoes.
Really?
Tomatoes and beans, yeah. They're the easiest to grow and easiest to save seeds, so it's a lot of fun.
So what do you teach people how to do all this? Because I would think a lot of people, when they come in, maybe they haven't grown them before on their own from the seed portion, or they don't know how to get the seeds at the end and bring them back. So do you walk through each step with people?
Absolutely, yeah. We have a seed starting class on Monday, and throughout the summer we'll have different growing tips, classes. We also have some cooking classes on how to cook your vegetables, which is always fun.
That's cool.
And delicious. And and then we have classes too on how to prepare your plants to save the seed at the end of the season, and then they can donate the seeds back.
That's so cool. I think it's really neat. And do you know how the idea originated at the first library that did it? I
believe it was out in California, the Richmond Grows. I'm not sure. I think it was a few years ago, but it just the idea just blossomed. Yeah, no pun.
It grew.
Yeah, and it's just been taking off, and it's just wonderful. In fact, the Sheboygan Mead Library, they just opened up theirs last week. And
that's great.
So we have quite a few of them growing just in the area. So.
Yeah. Is it mainly kids? Is it adults that come to learn more and grow?
Both, actually. Yeah, it's really cool to see the kids come in because you know, parents, they want to encourage that. Even just starting in just a small pot on the windowsill, it's really cool.
So you have a class coming up Monday. What can people do as part of the class as kind of an introduction if they've never checked out seeds before from the library?
Sure. Well, I will always show people how to check them out, of course, but in the class itself, we're starting seeds. We'll actually start the seeds too, and then we'll have some available at the library for people to watch to grow. And
does it always start? So obviously you're doing it in containers. Yes. People can obviously though transplant it or put it in their yard if they want. But growing in containers is kind of a fun way, especially when you're not sure about the weather at the start of spring.
Oh sure, yeah. It's always fun to have containers too, especially with small gardens or apartments. We have one seed in particular. It's a current tomato. It's about this big.
Oh.
And we always say to put it in a container because otherwise it'll just go wild in your garden.
Really? Okay, so when people come in and they decide what they want to do, but they also can come in and watch what you're growing too and see what you're doing. So if people don't want to take it home and do it, can they come in and learn and then just keep coming back to the library and learn more as the season progresses?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have the seedlings once they're ready. We'll have those for sale for a fundraiser. And yeah, we're always there to lend a helping hand.
I think that's great. Give us a little sampling of some of the different seeds because the ones that we put on our table, I saw tomatoes, and you said that one's popular. Yeah. I think I saw asparagus. What other kinds of seeds do you have?
Oh, we've got tons of variety. In fact, we just got some new ones in. Salsify was actually one of the most popular ones last year, which I was a little surprised.
Are there flowers too, or is it all food? Okay.
Yep, marigolds, nasturtiums, sunflowers, black-eyed Susans, everything. Yeah,
so
that's
neat.
Awesome.
It's a cool concept.
Really cool. I think it's really cool too.
People can stop in Port Washington and check out the Seed Library and the seed starting class as well. That's going on Monday at 6 o'clock. Do people need to register, or can they just show up?
Well, because we're going to be starting seeds, it's probably a good idea to register, just so we have enough to send home with people. So.
Perfect.
Awesome.
And then the phone number on your screen is 262-284-5031, the WJ Niederkorn Library. And the website there is wjnlib.org.
And just real quickly, because I know on your information, it's the Seven Hills Seed Library, which is within the bigger library.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
We have a small card catalog that houses everything. So.
That's fantastic. Great
Thanks,
to meet
Annie.
you.
Thank you
Wonderful
so much.
concept. I love it.